September 10th, 2025, Utah Valley University. A packed auditorium of students leans forward, hanging on every word. The topic of Q&A is gun violence in America, its history, its tragedies, its future. Voices rise, questions fly, the tension is real, and at the center of it all is Charlie Kirk, commanding the audience. Suddenly, in a single heartbeat, the unthinkable happens. A sniper's rifle from a rooftop nearly 131 meters away screams. Panic. Charlie collapses instantly. What began as a debate about shootings has just become one. Campus police secure the area and rush Charlie to the hospital, but it was too late. An assassination carried out by a 22-year-old boy named Tyler Robinson. But how he did it, and what was the motive?
Assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Killer of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
This is the 3D documentary of Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Oh my God.
Go, run!
Charlie Kirk was not just another speaker on a college stage. He was a fiery conservative voice, a man who thrived on confrontation, who built his reputation by walking directly into the strongholds of his critics. At just 31, he had already become a household name in American politics. He was the founder and face of Turning Point USA's American Comeback Tour, a nationally publicized series designed not for quiet lectures, but for spectacle. His stage, college campuses; his format, open debate; and his method, direct engagement with the very students who often opposed his worldview. The concept was simple, but electrifying. Prove me wrong. A microphone, a chair, and an open invitation. Students lined up, dozens at a time, to challenge him on topics ranging from immigration, gender politics, free speech, and above all, gun violence. For Kirk, it wasn't just a debate, it was a theater. A chance to showcase his ability to spar, to dominate, to leave audiences buzzing with either newfound loyalty or sharpened contempt. This approach made him magnetic. Crowds of thousands gathered wherever he went. Supporters praised his courage to face hostile crowds, while detractors accused him of grandstanding. But whether you loved him or loathed him, one truth was inescapable. Charlie Kirk commanded attention. And it was that attention, that spotlight, that made him both powerful and vulnerable. On September 10th, 2025, that mission brought him to Utah Valley University. More than 3,000 students packed the courtyard, leaning forward, hanging on his words, waiting for their chance to confront him. The event started at 12 p.m. The air was charged with debate, with conflict, with possibility. But as voices rose and tension mounted, something darker was already in motion. High above the crowd, on the rooftop of the Losey Center, a man was hiding, dressed in black, rifle in hand. He had chosen his perch with precision. The perfect angle, the perfect distance, waiting for the perfect moment. At 12:23 p.m., as Charlie answered a question about mass shootings, the assassin squeezed the trigger. A single bullet cut through the courtyard, striking Charlie in the neck. He collapsed instantly. Chaos exploded. Students screamed, and security rushed the stage. Within minutes, campus police secured the grounds and rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead that afternoon. Meanwhile, in the confusion, the sniper disappeared. From his rooftop perch, he slipped back into the shadows, retreating through an access door, down stairwells, and disappearing into the maze of Utah University. By the time police stormed the building, he was gone. In the hours that followed, investigators pieced together the sniper's movements from surveillance cameras, phone footage, and eyewitness accounts. A pattern emerged. The shooter had planned for the chaos. He left behind no fingerprints in obvious areas, wore layers to obscure his appearance, and had timed the event to coincide with peak crowd density to maximize confusion. By midnight, police traced a trail of discarded items: a backpack, a crumpled set of blueprints, and a pair of gloves, all abandoned near a seldom-used maintenance tunnel at the rear of the campus. Before continuing the video, I'd like to show you a glimpse of who I am and what goes into creating these documentaries. All of this is done solely by me, a one-person army running this channel, Voxel TV. Each episode begins with hours of research, finding an interesting topic, and exploring both the told and untold stories within it to make the best possible transcript. Once that's done, I bring those stories to life through 3D animation. a step that takes a lot of time and attention to detail in order to make everything look just right. Next is rendering, a process that can take countless hours. On my laptop, just 1 minute of animation can take nearly 10 hours to render non-stop. After that comes the voiceover and editing everything together into a complete documentary. I put in the effort to make every video worth your time, and I want to thank you for all your support. It truly motivates me to keep creating. Now let's get back to the video. At the precinct, detectives meticulously reviewed footage from the rooftop opposite the Sorensen Center. They watched as a lone figure appeared, fired the shot, and vanished. Analysts noted the precision of the attack, an almost impossible angle for someone without experience, and the careful planning involved in both entry and exit. Surveillance cameras from nearby buildings captured his build, posture, and clothing pattern, moving toward the rooftop access before and after the shot. Piecing the evidence together, authorities were able to confirm the sniper's identity as Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old boy. With Tyler Robinson identified, a massive manhunt was launched immediately, and he was arrested just after 36 hours. After Tyler Robinson's arrest, the story shifted to the investigation and the broader implications of the attack. Authorities interrogated Tyler to understand his motives, whether he acted alone, and how he planned the attack. The answers remained elusive, leaving all waiting for clarity.